Greetings! Cold January day out there. January, what is today? 19th, 18th, 19th? Today is what, Thursday? Got Bella the Shih Tzu over here waiting for her meal. Right, girl? Anyways, rub my coconuts. Now, I've said before, I've written hundreds of songs, and majority of them are rubbish. There are a handful of gems, precious stones, nuggets, maybe two handfuls of songs that I like. Personally, I like them. They're good tunes. They're little gems. They're gemstones, semi-precious stones, metamorphic rocks. Oh man, I tell you, his head is full of rocks. Shining suns in the distance. But yeah, most of the songs, they're a lot of the songs were quick and fillers and rubbish, but there are a handful or two coconuts in this case, that I do like and that rise to the top. We've got the Epiphone 339 in Pelham Blue. This guitar is adorning the Mr. Vague studio. It sits over here on its Amazon guitar stand. And we're playing again through the Vox ACTV4, the one with the little 10-inch speaker and the kind of tan, retro-looking cover. Rub My Coconuts was written right around the end of the Mr. Vague band back in the early 90s, 91-ish. And I don't think it was ever performed by the Mr. Vague band. The one time that I remember it was performed was after the band, or during the breaking up, dissolving of the Mr. Vague band. Excuse me, there was an Iron Man festival, and I put a sideshow together with Lynn on vocals, Bill on bass guitar, Michael on drums, myself on guitar and vocals, and David on trumpet. I think that was it, the five of us. Bill also sang vocals too, so if I didn't mention that. And we were a good little tight band. We only rehearsed once or twice, and we performed Rub My Coconuts at that show, and there's the recording of it that we'll get to bits of it, and I'll put a link in the description below of that video. That was, I think, the only time that it was played and recorded that I know of, I think. But my brain's a bit foggy. His head is full of rocks. The music for Rub My Coconuts. There is an intro. There is a bridge. There is a chorus. Yes, yes. Mr. Vague songs a lot of times don't have a true chorus, but in this particular case, we do have a chorus. Some might call the song a reggae tune. I think Bill, when we actually played it on the recording, he called it a calypso song. So, called it what you may. Here's the intro. The intro was meant to grab the audience. It was meant to be right up front and in your face. And it's just three chords, an A, C sharp minor to a B. And that sounds like this. And on the third, or actually the fourth, you want to get that seventh in there, for this B7. And I think the trumpet might be hitting that note. Bum, 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 bum. Or maybe the trumpet's hitting the third. I'd have to listen to it again. Ruff! Actually, I think the trumpet is hitting the third.
You think you could be a little more Pacific? Maybe specific?
But in any case, going back to that B7, that leads you into what's coming next, obviously, that seventh chord. So we've got, let's try that again. That's the intro, or at least the first portion of the intro. That intro grabs you. Ivan, grab you.
L'autre, I said football. The song has no stones.
The intro grabs you right there. And then the bridge, we fell into the bridge chords to try to slow it back down again. So we've got the this is the bridge. A to an A flat minor, back to an A, back to an A flat minor, up to a B. And then, as the third section of this intro, we repeat the number one part of the intro. So we're back to the okay, so we've got that intro of A, C sharp minor to B 4 times, and then we go to this little which is the bridge basically. And then we're back to the intro again. So I'm going to put those, well actually, let's listen to the recording and we'll put those 3 pieces of the intro together. Voila.
This is our last tune too, so we'd like everybody who's been hanging around in the barn, back in the corners, to come on out, shake your booties and rub your coconuts.
So haha, the verse. The verse is 3 chords. It revolves around the A, the E, the A, and the B. So E, A, and B. And I'll probably get these messed up. I've not played this song, gosh, since the Mr. Vague Trio played it at the No Da Brewery probably in 2019. And I remember that evening because we played it early in set 1, and there was a whole group of people that were sitting at the brewery, like 20 people at one table that liked the song for some reason. And they came during intermission or break time, whatever, they came and asked us, the band, if we could play that song again. I think we worked it out in the 3rd set. We played it again. I don't usually like to play songs twice in one gig, but we wound up playing Rub My Coconuts twice. Now, if you take 2 coconuts, rub my coconuts, I think we're talking 2 coconuts, and you play it twice, let's see. 2 times 2.
Now, if you take 2 coconuts and you sing "Rub My Coconuts" twice, 2 times 2, that's easy multiplication too. There's not even a carryover in this situation. Just 2 times 2 is 4. Oh my goodness.
And actually, now that I'm going over the song in my head, since I've not thought about this song in a long time,
His head is full of rocks.
I think I said earlier it has 3 parts. Well, really it has 4. We're going to throw a pre-chorus in there too. So we've got an intro, a bridge, we've got a verse that I just mentioned revolves around the E, A, and B chords, and we've got a pre-chorus, okay? Let's talk about the verse. The verse is, and you've got this reggae-ish kind of feel, and I'm just going to go right into it without going over the words, but you can get the feel of the verse by la da 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 da. Now we'll let the Dr. Shank, that Dr. Shank fella, and he is a doctor, by the way, PhD in English, composition, creative writing. He teaches several classes over at the university, and he's got a PhD. Now that's a pretty hard degree to get.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Okay, I've got the official lyrics. Rub my coconuts, Mr. Veg. Now, there's no date at the top of this, but Mr. Veg told me that he wrote the song sometime in 1991. I think during the summer or the fall of 1991. That was a long time ago. So let's take a look. Let's go over the first verse. On this island, there are trees and birds. Now, I like trees and birds. I'm already liking this song because I like nature. I like birds. I have a couple bird feeders. So I don't even have to listen to the song. I like it already. You know what I mean? Birds, trees, and birds love to be in the trees too. Okay, so let's move along. On this island, there are trees and birds. There are wishniacks and there are wasted words. Wishniacks, I don't think that's a word. Maybe Mr. Veg made it up. A wishniac, I guess, is someone that's always a positive thinker. No, maybe not a positive thinker, maybe a wishniac. Maybe they're overly positive. They wish something could be beautiful. Wishniac. But maybe there's a little sarcasm there. Maybe a wishniac is really wasting their time because it's hopeless. That's at least my interpretation. Excuse me. So there are wishniacks and there are wasted words. So that tells me somebody's chattering and it's useless. Okay? The next line helps us out. And they talk of pollution and they spread their fear. So you've got these wishniacks and wasted word people talking a lot about pollution and fear. So this person in the song is taking the other angle that you guys are talking too much about pollution and making me nervous and okay. So they talk of pollution and they spread their fear and they say there's a hole in the ionosphere. Oh boy. Now I think that's a part of like global warming, climate change stuff, because I think the scientists did see that there's a whole warming in the ionosphere. Okay? So, the person that's talking in the song, they don't even want to hear about that. Too much. It's too much for them. I think that's the gist that I'm getting here. Okay, that's the first verse. Now apparently, the song goes right into the chorus after the first verse. I think they mentioned earlier that it goes to the second verse, but they're wrong. I got the official lyric sheet here. So the chorus, or actually the pre-chorus. Okay, remember? Now I put my trash in the plastic bag. Still they complain about the size of the landfill. But you got my world in the palm of your hand when you're lying by me in the sand. So this person's on an island. He puts his trash, he or she puts his trash in the plastic bag. So they're doing their job. As much as they feel that they're doing their job. As much as they're not doing too much extra, it seems. Still, they complain about the size of the landfill. Who's they? Those other wishniacks and those people spreading the fear? They're still complaining, even though this guy puts his trash in the trash bag. Okay. So, you've got, even though all that pollution junk's going on, this guy saying that you, whoever you is, you got my world in the palm of your hand. So all this other stuff's going on in the world, you've got my world right in the palm of your hand. Okay, so that's the pre-chorus. Now next up, oh wait, there's one more line. But you got my world in the palm of your hands. The next line is, when you're lying by me in the sand. So these people are on the beach, lying in the sand. One of them's got the other's world right in the palm of their hand. Yeah. Interesting. That's the pre-chorus. Okay, now we go into the chorus. Okay? Well, it's asking a question. Won't you rub my coconuts? Well, that's not a coconut. It's my arm. I was just, Give me no ifs, ands, or buts. That's hard to say sometimes. Ifs, ands, or buts. Won't you rub my coconuts and make me smile? Won't you rub my coconuts? Give me no ifs, ands, or buts. Rub my coconuts and make me smile. So you can see it repeats twice. And so, won't you rub my coconuts? Give me no ifs, ands, or buts. Rub my coconuts and make me smile. Won't you rub my coconuts? Give me no ifs, ands, or buts. Rub my coconuts and make me smile. All this talking is giving me a lot of saliva. But I like the song and lyrics so far. Okay, next we go to the second verse. On this island there is sunshine and nectar. Well, that's an interesting sentence because sunshine, nectar is two nouns. Okay? Normally when you have a noun at the end of a sentence, you're describing it with an adjective, right? But here Mr. Vague uses sunshine, nectar. It's almost like sunshine, even though it's really a noun. Sunshine. I like the sunshine. Sunshine, nectar together works. That's very clever. You know that? On this island there is sunshine, nectar. there are bill, like a bill you get in the mail to make a payment. There are bill, newspaper, and tin can collectors. Okay, tin can collectors, good for the environment. Newspaper collection, recyclables, and things like that. I think that's... Oh, so these people too, these tin can collectors, and they talk about pollution and they spread their power. It sounds like there's a little this side and this side in the song, like there's an argument, of sorts to be made, two sides, opposed sides maybe. So they talk of pollution and they spread their power, and they say our drinking water will soon go sour. Oh, I don't like sour drinking water, do you? Anyway, that's the second verse. Very similar to the first verse. You got on one hand, it's easier if I do it like this. On one hand, you've got these tin can collectors, but this other person over here sees them as being not too nice because they're spreading fear. These guys are spreading fear, and leave me alone. I just want to rub my coconuts over here. Okay, that's the second verse. So I'm not going to go over the full arrangement of the song, but the bridge, okay, the bridge. When I hear the bridge, I think of a bridge going over the water, okay, or one of those little footbridges on the stream. I've been across a few of them while I was on some of my bird watching trips. Okay, the bridge. All this world is one big island, bound for doom. But still I'm smiling? My goodness. So this is saying that the whole earth, the whole world is just a little, it's one big island, okay? And it's bound for doom. So that's a very pessimistic outlook on life. But still, even though this guy, the guy talking in the song, the narrator, even though he sees the world, the big island, bound for doom, he's still smiling. And you know why he's smiling, I bet? Because he's got somebody rubbing his coconut. Lucky fella. Sorry.
So this is one of those melodies, at least the verse here, that kind of follows kind of a major scale-ish kind of bounce between the on over the chords that it's going against. Okay. And it's similar to the My Favorite Stall trilogy off of the I Poop Therefore I Exist CD. My Favorite Stall was something like, got a bagel in my briefcase, tuna salad to go, ba-da-ba-ba-dum-ba-ba-dum-ba. So it's one of those bouncy kind of melodies that is upbeat and lifts the soul right out of existence. So let's give a listen to how the initial portion of the verse sounds right here. So we've got that verse bouncing from E to A, okay? Da 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 da. Okay. Da 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 da. Now comes this pre-chorus, which is the same as far as the lyrics go in over each of the verses. So this is really true pre-chorus, as we've called it here, yes. Let's take a look. Da, 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 da. We go to an A here. Now I put my trash in the plastic bag, still they complain about the size of a landfill. You got my world in the palm of your hand when you're lying by me in the sand. There's that seventh again. Sand, which is going to lead right into our chorus. So let's give a quick listen to how that initial pre-chorus sounds. Okay, so we've had the intro, we've had the verse, we've had the pre-chorus, which leads us off of that seventh, that B7. Oh, well, right into the chorus. Oh, won't you rub my coconuts? Which is just an E to a B. Give me no ifs, ands, or buts. Won't you rub my coconuts and make me a smile? Rub my coconuts and give me no ifs, ands, or buts. Or won't you rub my coconuts and make me smile? And that would flow right back into the second verse. Wait a second, I like this song so much I gotta get up and dance. Woohoo! Now let's check out a quick chorus here on the recording. And like I say, the bridge we've already talked about in the intro section, because that bridge little portion is kind of embedded in with the intro. It gives the intro kind of high, bridge, low, back to the intro, those three pieces as an intro. So we take the listener up on the roller coaster, back down, and then back up on the roller coaster, and we go right into the verse. So the bridge. Rub my coconuts and make me smile. And now we go to that A flat or G sharp minor. All this world, da 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 da. And that's it. In the intro, the trumpet was actually playing that melody line. So that is Rub My Coconuts, again, in a nutshell. Would that be a walnut, pecan? Maybe Brazil nut? Pistachios, I love them. Do you like pistachios, Dr. Shank?
I'm getting hungry.
Let's see, nutshell. Pine nuts. I don't know if they have shells, pine nuts. I got it. Coconuts. Yeah! Please leave comments, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Let us know what you think.
So the song is called Rub My Coconuts. Now, I like coconuts. Coconut cream pie is really good. You ever get a coconut and punch a hole in it and drink the juice? It's good. Not as good as a good cup of pu'er tea, but it's good.
I tell you what, I dig this song.
This song is very, 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 very likable.
Now, I still doesn't hear no twang.
I'm still not sure on if you, I'm a little confused. If you rub 2 coconuts, how's that gonna make somebody smile?
Now, I did a little explaining to Dr. Shank about coconuts. You know what I'm talking about. What did he call it? He called it a metaphor. Metaphor, I think it was. Metaphor, yeah.
And you know why he's smiling, I bet? Because he's got somebody rubbing his coconuts. Lucky feller. Sorry.
Now, Mr. Veg got that tune about rubbing coconuts. I'm still rubbing my lava lamp.
V-Man can rub lava lamp as much as he want. He can rub it. No genie will appear. No genies. Sorry.
Everybody, rub my coconuts. You know it stands a box. Want to rub my coconuts and make me smile. Rub my coconuts. You know it stands a box. Want to rub my coconuts and make me smile. Rub my coconuts. You know it stands a box. Want to rub my coconuts and make me smile. Rub my coconuts. You know it stands a box. Want to rub my coconuts and make me smile. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Iron Man, for having us here.
Don't forget to tip your bartenders and Winona.